It is 3:54 a.m. in the morning right now as I'm recording this. Something's following me. I don't know what it is, but I bought several ghost detector apps. A lot of them seem crap except one, magnetic frequency something. Well, it started going freaking crazy. I'm talking about the magnetic field was like 80, which is super high. And then all of a sudden, as I walked closer to it, I felt something forcibly grab and yank the phone out of my hand. Like I felt like it almost felt like a really, it almost felt like someone wearing like a leather glove almost. And it yanked down my hand, threw it to the floor. Like it didn't just go fall. Like it looked like. Um, I'm not usually freaked out by paranormal stuff. I have a lot of things following me. Usually I've been able to handle it, but lately I've been getting very sick. Stomach problems back and forth. Started eating healthy, didn't help, and a lot of other things. If you look real close, so I woke up. I can't even get my mouth all the way open, and I have no idea how. I think subconsciously I was chewing on my cheek, and it was bleeding from the inside. Just this feeling I've been having is more fear than I've ever felt. I actually keep a journal of anything freaky that happens to me, and I've experienced a lot of things, but I've never had anything physically hurt me. That at least something I don't know. I have went to an exorcism and I have been hit by demonic force, but this doesn't feel familiar at all. And I'm acquainted well with pretty much Emperor Lucifer, Lord Satan, and Lord Beelzebub. So this thing is either non-allied or it's allied with the Bile group or Belos group. Um, in fact, the other night I like this shadowy, this clammed up shadowy like hand collapsed itself over my mouth and tried to smother me, and like all of a sudden it just disappeared. Like for a minute I thought I was like dreaming or something, but I was sitting up and had my eyes open the whole time. Um, so I actually caught some pictures of when it was freaking out, when it felt like a force pushed me back, and oh god, you can't even tell. You can make out a shadow there under the door, and it looked like it squirmed out. Um, you also have this one where it looks like the shadow was rising, like you can see its back. If you look right near where the trash bag is on the door. For a minute, I thought that was just a trash bag, but look, all right there is shadow there. How can a shadow show up on another shadow? It wouldn't work that way. I'm gonna continue with this. I've seen the being somewhat, and they're literally an entity called shadows. Um, I'm gonna be doing a few more because there's been some very strange things that I've noticed and seen for the past few weeks. Usually, I want to make my joke and do my outro funny, but the reason I've been seeming more serious than usual is that I'm starting to lose it. Like, I've been seeing shit in the woods around me, at my friend's house. I've been everywhere I go, there's some type of new entity freaking me out, and I don't know what to do. I mean, I've trained myself in exorcism, shamanism, and I've went to preachers to learn how. I went to shamanists to learn how. I went to freaking warlocks, wizards, and witches, all to learn black magic, craft, white magic, gray magic, everything. And before you say gray magic isn't a real thing, no, gray magic is sort of like I said, well, not like I said to you, but keeping the balance. So whatever this thing is, it's immune to enchantments or spells, and it's and from what I'm reading, shadows are demons. They basically were created as a demon stands next to a hellfire, and their shadow literally leaves a piece of their shadow literally flicks off and runs away. They start off as black leeches and then eventually take shape. I don't know what to do, and I'm not gonna call a ghost hunter. I know enough, but this thing, this thing actually might kill me. I'm not gonna tell my family. I don't want them to worry about me. To be honest, the only reason I'm a bit calmer now is because I'm not sure if this is for all shadows, but this specific one is deathly afraid of my dogs. When my dog was sleeping, he jumped up about a, like he lifted up his head and literally looked like let out. It wasn't really a growl, more like a deep guttural kind of, almost like a groan. And I think Shadow literally just sensed or saw my dog waking up, and he just, whatever he is, he just fled. I'm not, I don't, before you say anything, no, I don't believe it's a male, and no, I'm not trying to pull some publicity stunt. I know my name's Shadow Werewolf, but I'm being serious. I've never experienced anything in that's identical to this. I've experienced so much. Angels, demons, but these entities literally just seem like pure tormentors. And, it says something, because, if you can't tell, I have my back completely pressed against my little board above my bed, because I'm quite literally scared of my own shadow at this point. All I know is the conspiracy videos, religious videos might stop for a while, because I'm gonna try and figure out some of the mysteries that I'm dealing with. This isn't the only entity I've encountered in this house, but it's by far the most violent, and it worries me immensely. Because in the end, spirits are all around us, but this one is exceptionally violent for what Shadow's temperament is usually like. They're usually like funny pranksters, knocking stuff over. But as far as yanking stuff and physically slamming their hand over your mouth, it's never been decided they've actually tried to make contact. It's been proven they can, but they never try to physically hurt uh, any human. So keep my dog. Uh, the only thing that I know about them is they're weak against salt, like a lot of demons. A lot of people are like, oh, but it's got to be holy salt. Not particularly true. As long as it's idolized sea salt, idolized sea salt, hell, even table salt, if it's any different than idolized and sea. Any type of salt works, because just the the texture and the chemicals inside it for some reason react very badly, and spiritually it frightens and can contain or protect from demons. Um, I usually once a week put a salt line against the garage door and my big door leading to the kitchen, including the windows, because there's really no other way to get in here except the garage door and that door, which is why I stay in here instead of living in the house, because I don't like having a lot of doors in this, particularly because I see things like this a lot. But this is the only one that's literally, this is one of the most violent entities I've ever conquered. It can't speak. It literally lets out kind of like a gasping, wheezy sound, like it sounds like but it's happy. It's always smiling because I didn't get a good look at its face, but I could make out like almost glowing whitish grayish eyes, and when it opens its mouth, I didn't really see anything that stood out. It was just like almost like a human mouth. Like you could see like red, but it also had kind of like a kind of warped and twisted tongue hanging down its chin. So like it pulled it back into its mouth. So I'm guessing it's retractable, but it's very disturbing to say the least. Uh, I've only encountered seven, seven. Well, no, as far as personal encounters, I was about to say 76, but no, as far as personal encounters, I've only ones that I've actually been up close or even at. I've only experienced 8 in total that have been violent. No, 9. There was one that I'm forgetting about, but let's just say it's resolved, so I try not to say 9. As far as seeing or even hearing about violence among creatures like this, I've only seen 6. But look, it's 12. I'm not sure if this full video is going to upload. I think I only got 15 minutes. So if you, I can't do it. Guys, I'm literally so, like, just so content at staring at my 2 doors. Because, as you can see, that's it. Probably not a great idea that I got a door open. I'm not sure if you even saw it. But, yeah. I can't even tell my outro. I'm literally not gonna get any sleep. I'm gonna plead and try and get some help. I'm even gonna try a few seance. So don't worry too much. I really am very scared, despite me laughing. I'm trying to ease the tension off myself. But if you have ever experienced this at all, please message me and tell me if you got rid of it, if there is a way to get rid of it, how to do it, because I honestly don't trust this entity. I don't think there's any help for it, and the only banishment I can tell would be using salt. Later.